Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jules. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how I plan, organize, and create my YouTube videos. I'll show you how I use Notion, I'll share my template with you, my workflow. I'll also share the equipment that I use, the editing program that I use, and just try to be as helpful as possible. So if you have ever wanted to create a YouTube video and you didn't know where to start, hopefully this video can be of help to you. I am in no way a pro YouTuber, but I think I have a really streamlined workflow that's allowed me to be super efficient with my time while also being flexible and creative and being able to really put my thoughts out into the world. YouTube is my absolute favorite platform to be on. I have been creating content, writing, blogging for about 8 years now, and so for me, YouTube is like my happy place. My best advice if you want to show up on YouTube is to just get started, forget perfection. Your videos are going to get better and improve with you. The videos that I made several years ago are very different from the videos I make now. And there's still so much more that I would like to learn when it comes to editing and making things fun. I also want to take a moment to shout out Katie Yu, who is one of my favorite content creators to watch on YouTube. Her editing style is hilarious and fun and just so creative. I love her videos, I'll link her down below, but my videos are in a completely different niche than hers, but it's still fun to watch other creators and see how they create and what their process is. She has an entire video on her process as well, so I definitely recommend to watch all different types of creators' videos and pick and choose tips and ideas from them until you come into your own and create a workflow that feels good for you. Alrighty, well, without further ado, I feel like I say that all the time, but without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, I am sitting at my desk and I'm looking into the video that I'm working on next. It's a little bit of an inception moment here because technically I'm working on my how I plan, organize, and create my YouTube videos video, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm working on my lettuce grow garden video. I am screen recording so you can see my Notion process for planning my videos. I'm also gonna show you some of the gear that I use. So starting with my microphone right here. This is my blue Yeti mic and I use it for all of my voiceovers. I'm talking into this mic now because I'm doing the screen recording for you, so the sound is much more clear and there's less noise and feedback, and yeah, so anytime you see a video of B-roll and voiceover, it's done with this mic. A lot of people use it for podcasting and I definitely recommend it. We are back in the bubble. If you can see here, this is my content map. This is hosted in Notion. If you haven't seen my Notion tour before, definitely click the link below. I walk you through my life hub, which is basically my dashboard for all of my business, my life, literally anything that I value is here. There's a place for it. So today we're gonna focus on the content map, and I will share with you my content map template so that you can tailor it to your own needs. The original template came from Thomas Frank, but I've definitely altered it and customized it to fit my own needs, and so you can take the same thing and do what works best for you. All right, so right here we have my video project tracker, and you can see these are 3 videos that are in the works. They're either being researched, they're being edited, it's scheduled to go live. I have a section for a sponsor if that applies. I have a publish date, and then I have the tags here, which is all of my content buckets. So this is the exact same table as above, it's just filtered in a different way. It's in a board view instead of a table view. This section is meant for ideating, and this up top are the things I'm actually working on. So let's pretend like I'm working on my lettuce grow video. Open it as a page, and you can see here that I have it categorized by title and description. I have a content section, my B-roll section, and then my launch checklist. So the first step from taking a video idea and turning it into something I'm actually going to create is to come up with the title. It doesn't have to be the final title, but I like to think of what are the keywords, what are the types of words people might be searching. So while I work hard to share videos that light me up and make me feel inspired and excited to share, I also want to share videos that people are searching for, videos that other people will find value from and take inspiration from. So there's a happy medium there, and today it's all about the lettuce grow video. So I have my keywords: lettuce grow, hydroponic garden, sustainable living, grow your food, slow living, small space gardens. Those are my keywords that I'm starting with. And all of this stuff is subject to change, but I just kind of drop them in there to really focus in on what that content idea is. I find that when I'm able to think of the keywords and the title, I'm able to go and create the video with more intention and more of a focused lens versus having no guardrails and just kind of making it up as I go. That ends up taking a lot longer, it's more scattered, and it doesn't have the best end result from my experience. Vlogs are a different story. Vlogs are very raw, on the go. I don't really plan those out. But when it comes to voiceover videos that are sharing a specific message, a sentiment, a tour of something, I like to plan that out. At some point after I film it, I'll write down a brief description. I haven't gotten to that yet. Essentially, all I need to get started are my keywords and a general gist of my video title. I also make sure to shoot a cover image, a thumbnail. That is something that I notoriously forget to do, and then, the video is going live the next day and I'm like, I don't have a thumbnail. So I've really been trying to get into a workflow with that. I'll have links to include just to keep it front of mind, so when I'm writing that YouTube description, I know to link my favorite organic, non-toxic bug management spray. Caterpillars are fierce when it comes to eating my kale. So then you scroll down to content and we have research and notes. So these are just things that I would like to maybe say in my voiceover. These are some statistics, some facts about my hydroponic garden, my lettuce grow, and I just jot down little notes that I know that I'll want to include when I go to record my voiceover, which is done in this setup here. So I'd be sitting at my desk just like I am right now, recording my voiceover. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos. Sometimes I'll have a script that's written out. Other times I'm just writing the script in real time, and that way I'm able to just let the words roll off my tongue as I'm going through the B-roll. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I do a lot of B-roll videos with voiceover, and that's because a lot of my videos are documenting my routine or my real life, these small moments in my life, and in order for me to really show up as my most authentic self, I need to just document it in real time without having to stop and talk to the camera. It's like breaking the fourth wall to talk to the camera to explain what I'm doing. That doesn't always feel great for me. I'd rather just kind of put the camera on a tripod and walk past it, do my morning routine, walk past it, do my matcha, whatever I'm doing, and just be able to authentically capture that moment and then go through the footage later. And then that way I can sit at my computer when I am in the right frame of mind. I can go through that footage and just say what I want to say what's on my heart, say what I think will be of most value to people. That's how I personally like to approach my videos. All right, so we got my B-roll. I made a list prior to shooting this content that I wanted a close-up of every plant. I wanted to capture water droplets on the plant. When I take the time up front to write this down, then I'm able to make sure that I'm not missing anything and I can more quickly get through the filming process. Because then I just check it off my list. Okay, speaking of checklist, we have my launch checklist. This is delegated between me and my girls Lauren and Jazz. They work with me, so you can see how I kind of delegate things. Now we're gonna move on to the equipment that I use, and then I'll kind of show you what it looks like behind the scenes when I'm filming a video. And again, I will link this template down below. And if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Onto the gear that I use. I keep everything in a drawer. I have a Sony a7 III, that's the body, and the lens that I use is a 16 to 35 millimeter. I use this camera for more of my storytelling voiceover videos, and then I use this Sony ZV-1 for vlogging. I'm also using this camera today for this video. One of my newest tech toys is my DJI Ronin, which is a gimbal, and it's helping me get a steadier shot. I used it for the first time on my lettuce grow video, so definitely look out for that video coming out next week. I'm still learning how to properly use this tool. It's a little bit intimidating, but I will say the shots that I captured using the gimbal are really beautiful, and I can't wait for you to see that lettuce grow video. After I shoot my video content, then I will drop the files onto my hard drive. That is the first thing I like to do, just to have it off the SD card and onto a place that's safe. I have two hard drives. This is my little Samsung hard drive. I'll link everything that I can below. This is what I use for working content, things that are in progress, things that are recent, and this is the hard drive that I use for when the projects are done. I'm not going to touch them. After I import the footage, I'm pretty much done and wiped out for the day, and I usually just stop working and take a break. I like to go outside, walk with my dogs, just do something to kind of decompress from being in content creation mode all day because it just takes a lot of energy, especially these types of videos where I'm talking to the camera. I'll come back to this with fresh eyes and I'll edit it on a potato day. If you don't know what my potato days are, then I'll link my calendar video down below, but potato days are basically the days where I don't do my hair, makeup. I just kind of sit at my computer. I sit at my computer and just edit all day, answer emails, just do computer worky things that don't require me to like be on a camera or be on video calls. Potato days are great. It's just how I batch my tasks together for optimum efficiency. Love that for me. Now, this video would be way too long if I showed you how I actually edit my videos, but I will give you a really quick Cliff Notes version. I edit in Final Cut Pro. I have tried Premiere Pro and I really didn't like it. It just didn't feel very intuitive for me. I actually really love the process of editing videos. The only time this process is not fun is when my computer is giving me trouble. It is what it is, but it definitely slows things down. I think it's really important if you're going to be doing a lot of video content to make sure you have a reliable computer and make sure to back your shit up. A little bit about my editing process. I probably watched the video a dozen times before it comes out, probably more than that if I'm being honest. Probably my favorite part about video content creation is getting to see the footage after I've filmed it all. I go through these waves of emotion where I'm like, oh, that sucked. Like, this video is probably not gonna be as good as I wanted it to be. And then when I go and review the footage, I'm like, oh, that's pretty darn good. I'm proud of myself. So if you ever feel discouraged while filming a video, just make sure to give yourself a chance to look at the footage and see what you have before you judge it too hard. I'm very hard on myself and it's really easy to get perfectionist tendencies. If I've learned anything about this process, it's that as long as you stand behind the content you're sharing and you're excited about it, people aren't gonna care if it's filmed on your iPhone or if you don't have the best mic or the best gear. It's really about telling the story. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy all this gear. Phones are so good these days. I've been a full-time content creator for like 5.5 years now. So it took time for me to be able to invest in these products and tools and technology. And of course, there's always a new camera, new lens, new things you can buy all day long. But ultimately, the thing that matters the most is your vision and your creativity. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this video. I hope it was interesting and valuable for you. And let me know if you want to see more workflows like this. Obviously, I love talking about Notion. So anytime you want to hear more about that, let me know the specifics in the comments down below. Thank you all for tuning in and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.